the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Jed Castle.
Jed and 70,000 of his best friends were down there.
Baker was very busy. He delivered some Meals on Wheels before the spring game, before the unveiling of his statue. So he was all over Norman.
Yeah, he was throwing out the first pitch
at the softball game.
I loved his T-shirt. It said, "Gasso is the GOAT" for Patty Gasso.
Well, that is true. That is true, guys. Hey, well said of those storms that fired up late. You know, folks were kind of in gridlock trying to get out of the stadium, get home, and that's when those tornado warnings started to fire. We did have a couple new tornadoes that did fire, one over in Grady County and then also here in Oklahoma County, just east of the Oklahoma City metro. So we're now up to 6 total tornadoes for the year. Typically, as we go through January and February, we just don't see a whole lot, and we had none this year either. 4 in March. So far, we've had 2 as we've now gone through these first 20 or something days of April. And as we go into May, that's typically when we see most of our tornadoes. Sometimes we can have a big year just in 1 month, so we'll be monitoring the conditions closely here over the next month. Did have some good rain across parts of central, southern, and southeast Oklahoma. Really, the north sides of the metro really missed out on the better rainfall, but there were some good rains on the south sides. You see from near Minco down to Chickasha, on over toward Norman, even in parts of southern and southeast parts of the Oklahoma City metro area, some areas picking up close to 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Well, that rain is now off to the south. You see those north winds blowing. What we have now back in the colder air are some frost and freeze advisories to Kansas and Missouri. Our weather, though, no frost or freezes, but it is chilly this morning. That wind is up enough, puts that wind chill in the factor in the 40s right now. Currently, we're sitting at 50 degrees. Looking out from our downtown sky cam there, that's looking for our tower cam, and that's part of our Pike Pass Sky Cam network. Your forecast today starting a little chilly this morning. We'll hover in the 40s for a while, about 7, 8 o'clock, and then temperatures start to come back upward. Sunshine, some 50s, and getting close to 60 by lunchtime. We'll be up in the low to middle 60s here coming up for today. 40s and low 50s around, so chilly conditions with some of that wind here this morning. Some of those gusts now up over 20 miles per hour from Oklahoma City down toward Hobart. A few of those winds right now 15 to 20, 25 here for a while this morning. Winds will come down a little bit this afternoon. Still a breezy forecast today and a mild afternoon. So a little chilly this morning. A mild afternoon, most spots 60s, might touch 70 in a few locations south. Overnight tonight, some chilly temperatures, mainly in the 40s, might dip in the 30s in spots up near Woodward and Enid, before rebounding back up into the 60s and a few low 70s in the western sides as winds start to turn back around to the south on your Tuesday. Notch warmer on Wednesday as temperatures climb from the upper 60s, 70s, and some low 80s in the western sides of the state. If we see any rain today, there may be a brief sprinkle passing by, but I don't expect a whole lot from that. Maybe a dot or two in the windshield. That's really about it. We'll start to track our next round for severe weather coming in late in the week. Moisture starts to build back in. A warm front will lift northward, and we'll have a chance for some storms on Thursday north into north and northeast parts of Oklahoma. And then Friday, we'll get a dry line involved. That'll kick up some storms out toward the Panhandle into the far west sides of the state. Those will roll into Oklahoma. There'll also be a boundary up here in the north. We'll track some storms along that as well. So some severe weather possible there. But really, for the most part, look at that 9-day forecast. It looks really pretty good temperature-wise coming up the next 9 days. 60s today. Closing in on 70 for your Tuesday, up in the 70s on Wednesday. Then warmer days come our way heading into late week into the weekend. Gulf moisture streams back up our way. That means the chance for some severe weather. We'll be monitoring that coming up Thursday and Friday. If you're new to the state, just let you know, late April into May, that's go time for severe weather. So anytime you see a storm chance, we'll be watching it closely heading into next week. We'll take a break and be back right after this.